Welcome to Easy English Podcast, the place where your English speaking journey becomes easier, calmer, and more natural. My name is Adam, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. In this episode, we are going to talk about a situation that almost every traveler faces, asking for directions. This might seem like a small topic, but it's actually a very important part of real-life communication. It involves speaking to strangers, using polite expressions, listening carefully, and understanding the answer, all in English. Whether you're visiting a new country, exploring your city, or just helping a tourist on the street, these skills will help you feel more confident and connected. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's walk together, step by step, into the world of asking for directions in English. Scene 1. The everyday importance of asking for directions. Let's start by thinking about a simple situation. You're in a new city, maybe London, maybe Rome. You've just arrived and everything feels new. The streets are different, the signs are unfamiliar, and your phone battery is low. You know the name of the place you want to go. Maybe it's a hotel, a museum, a train station, or a cozy cafe that your friend recommended, but you don't know how to get there. So what do? You have two choices. You can walk around and hope you find it, or you can ask someone for directions. Asking for directions is one of the most natural and useful things you can do with your English. It's not about perfect grammar, it's about real communication. It's about walking up to someone, looking them in the eye, smiling politely and saying something simple like, "Excuse me, can you help me?" That one sentence can open doors, not just to your destination, but also to human connection, kindness, and shared experience. Scene 2. How to start a conversation with a stranger. The first step in asking for directions is starting the conversation. When you speak to a stranger, being polite is very important, especially in English-speaking cultures. Here are a few friendly, respectful ways to start. Excuse me. Hi, do you have a moment? Sorry to bother you. These short phrases help you sound friendly and non-threatening. People are much more likely to help you if you begin with kindness. Let's practice together. Say it with me. Excuse me. Hi, can I ask you something? Sorry to bother you, but feel the tone of each phrase. Imagine saying it with a warm smile. You're not only asking for directions, you're also showing good manners. Scene 3. Useful ways to ask for directions. Once you have the person's attention, it's time to ask your question. The goal is to be simple, clear, and polite. Here are some very useful phrases. How can I get to place? Where is the nearest place? Can you tell me the way to place? I'm looking for place. Can you help me? Let's add some examples. Excuse me, how can I get to the train station? Hi, do you know where the nearest pharmacy is? I'm looking for the central library. Can you help me? These phrases are short and effective. They are used all over the world. Practice saying them slowly, then naturally. And remember, you can replace the word place with anything you need. Bank, hospital, coffee shop, metro station, or even a park. Let's try it together. Excuse me, how can I get to the post office? Hi, do you know where the nearest coffee shop is? I'm looking for the Science Museum. Can you help me? Scene 4. How people usually answer you. Now let's imagine someone answers your question. What kinds of responses might you hear? Here are some common directions. Go straight ahead. Turn left at the corner. Take the second right. It's next to the bank. It's across from the park. You might also hear words like intersection, where two streets cross, block, the space between two streets, roundabout, a circular road. And sometimes people use landmarks, buildings or objects, to explain directions. It's behind the museum. It's next to the red church. It's across from the big supermarket. They might even use hand gestures to help. Don't worry, Juana, that's totally normal. People often point or wave their hands to make things clearer. Scene 5. Phrases to help you understand better. Sometimes native speakers talk quickly, or maybe the directions are long and hard to follow. That's okay. You can ask for help or ask them to repeat. Here are some phrases you can use. Sorry, could you repeat that, please? Can you speak a bit more slowly? Can you show me on the map? Is it far from here? These phrases help you feel more in control. You don't need to understand everything at once. You just need to keep the conversation going. Let's practice these too. Could you please repeat that? Can you speak a little slower? Can you point it out on this map? Scene 6. Real-life dialogue. Practice makes perfect. Let's listen to a short conversation. Imagine you're in New York City. You want to find Central Park. You walk up to someone and say, "Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for Central Park." Stranger, "Sure. Just go straight for 3 blocks, then turn left at 5th Avenue. You'll see the park entrance on your right." You, "Great, thank you so much." Stranger, "No problem. Enjoy your walk." It's simple, right? But very powerful. You were polite. You asked clearly. You understood the reply. That's a success. Try to repeat the conversation out loud. Then change the place. Replace Central Park with the train station, or the art museum, or the Italian restaurant. Practice different versions. The more you repeat, the easier it gets. Scene 7. What if you can't understand? Sometimes even after someone repeats, you still don't understand. Maybe the street names are hard. Maybe there's too much noise. Maybe the person speaks very fast. That's okay. You can still keep the conversation going. Here's what you can say. "I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this area. Is there a simpler way? Could you write it down for me? Do you know any landmark nearby?" Or simply, "Thank you anyway. I'll try asking someone else." Being polite is key. You don't have to understand everything the first time. It's okay to ask again. It's okay to try later. Scene 8. Bonus tips for using technology. Let's be honest. Today, we often use GPS, Google Maps, or apps to find directions. But sometimes your phone has no battery, or no internet, or you're just confused by the map. Asking a real person can be faster and easier. But here's a bonus tip. After asking for directions, use your map to double-check. Ask, "Can I show you on the map?" Let them point. Let them trace the path. This helps you remember better. And remember, practice both ways, using English to ask and listening to the answer. Scene 9. Using body language and facial expressions. Language is not only about words. When you ask for directions, body language can help you communicate better, even if your English isn't perfect. Let's talk about some useful nonverbal tips. Smile. A smile makes people feel safe and respected. Eye contact. It shows you are paying attention and are friendly. Gestures. You can use your hands to show turning left, turning right, or pointing to something on a map. Nods. Nodding your head can show that you are listening and understanding. Sometimes, even if you don't say much, your body language can help you communicate clearly. It's part of real communication. Try this. Imagine walking up to someone with a small smile saying, "Excuse me," holding a map in your hand and pointing to a street. That moment doesn't need a lot of vocabulary. It needs presence and confidence. Scene 10. Asking for directions at night or in busy places. Now let's think about different contexts. Asking for directions during the day in a quiet town is easy. But what if it's dark outside? You're in a crowded city. You're at a noisy train station or airport. In these situations, it's even more important to speak clearly and safely. Here are some things to remember. Choose someone who looks safe and approachable, like a shop assistant, a police officer, or someone at an information desk. Stay calm. Don't panic if you feel lost. Speak slowly and clearly. Use short, polite questions. Repeat the name of the place to make sure they understand. For example, "Excuse me, I'm looking for Oxford Street. Could you help me?" "Sorry, where is gate 24 for the train to Manchester?" "Hi, can you tell me the way to the taxi station?" Be patient. Even in busy places, many people are happy to help. Scene 11. Cultural tips. Asking for directions in English-speaking countries. Different cultures have different styles of communication. When you're in an English-speaking country, like the UK, the US, Canada, or Australia, there are some things that help you connect better with people. Politeness is powerful. Always start with, "Excuse me," or "Hi, sorry to bother you." Keep it short and simple. Don't over-explain. Just ask directly but kindly. Don't be afraid to say thank you. Gratitude is important. Don't interrupt. If someone is busy or on the phone, wait a moment or look for someone else. It's okay to ask more than once. If you don't understand, say, "I'm sorry, I didn't catch that." People usually appreciate your effort to speak English, especially if you're polite and calm. Here's a cultural example from London. Many British people will help you with directions, and sometimes they'll walk with you to the place if they have time. They may also say things like, "It's just around the corner," or "It's a 5-minute walk," even if it's a little more than that. It's part of being friendly, so keep in mind, tone and respect matter just as much as vocabulary. Scene 12. Vocabulary expansion. Common direction words. Let's now take a short moment to learn some useful vocabulary for giving or understanding directions. Here are some common words and phrases. Go straight, walk in the same direction, turn left, right, change direction, cross the street, go from one side to another, traffic light, where cars stop and go intersection, where two roads meet corner, the place where two streets come together, next to, beside something across from, on the other side of the street behind, at the back of something in front of, at the face of something opposite, facing something directly. Now let's use them in examples. Go straight until you reach the traffic lights. Turn right at the second intersection. The bank is across from the supermarket. The hotel is next to the train station. The museum is behind the church. Repeat these slowly. You'll see them often in real conversations, and they will help you understand better. Scene 13. Speaking practice. Repeat and role play. Let's now practice together. I will say a sentence. Repeat it after me. Imagine you are really talking to someone. Feel the moment. Ready? "Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for the train station." Now you. "Where is the nearest pharmacy, please?" Good. Sorry, can you repeat that more slowly? One more. Could you show me on this map? Great work. Now let's do a short role play. You are the tourist. I'll be the stranger. You. Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for Green Park. Me. Sure. Go straight, then take the second right. You'll see a bookstore. Green Park is just behind it. You. Thank you very much. Me. No problem. Enjoy your walk. You can repeat this exercise with new places. Change Green Park to the library, the restaurant, the hotel, or even Adam's coffee shop. Make it fun. Imagine you're in a new city, discovering the streets, using English to explore the world. Scene 14. How to answer when someone asks you. Now let's flip the situation. What if someone asks you for directions? You can help them, even with simple English. Here are some helpful phrases to use when you give directions. Go straight down this street. Turn left at the lights. It's across from the bank. Walk for 2 blocks, then turn right. Even if you're not 100% sure, you can say, I think it's that way. Or, I'm not sure, but you can ask in that shop. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need kindness and clarity. Helping someone is also a great way to practice your speaking. Scene 15. Encouragement. You can do this. Before we finish, I want to remind you, speaking English with strangers is not easy. It takes courage. It takes practice. But every time you do it, even if your English isn't perfect, you're getting stronger. You are learning to connect, to trust your voice, to open your world. Asking for directions is more than a lesson in English. It's a lesson in bravery, kindness, and real communication. So the next time you feel lost, whether in a city or in a conversation, take a breath, smile, and say, "Excuse me, can you help me?" You'll be surprised how far that sentence can take you. Outro. Final words from Adam. Thank you so much for joining me today on Easy English Podcast. I hope this episode gave you new phrases, more confidence, and a calm feeling about using English in the real world. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. You're doing amazing work, and I'm proud of you for every step you take. This is Adam, signing off. Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep walking forward in English. See you soon.